Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Today, on this episode, we want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens news, the Montreal Canadiens prospect, and the preview game between the Montreal and the Buffalo Sabres. And finally, let's talking about Brendan Gallagher buyout from the Montreal Canadiens. But before we start, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation live show, and leave us a comment about this episode. And let's dive in talking about my first subject of the day. First subject of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens news, and we want to talk about the preview of the Montreal Canadiens week. They play 4 games. First of all, Monday night against the Buffalo Sabres. Back-to-back game following by the New Jersey Devils at the Bell Center Tuesday night. Then Thursday night, they play against the Columbus Blue Jackets at home, and they're going to finish their week against the Winnipeg Jets. 4 games and 6 weeks. So a lot of hockey for the Montreal Canadiens fans this week with the Montreal Canadiens. My next news of the day is about of course, the Laval Rocket, and everybody talk about the amazing great start of Joshua Roy, lead the American Hockey League in point with 11 and 5 games. Elias Anderson, the 24 years old, draft on the New York Rangers 7th overall pick, signed as a UFA with the Montreal Canadiens, already have 5 goals with the Laval Rocket. Another player we don't talk a lot with the Laval Rocket is the defenseman Jaden Strobel. I believe since the beginning of the season is the most consistency defenseman players right now with the Laval Rocket. And finally, Saturday night, when the Laval Rocket lost by a score of 5-4 against the Belleville Senator, Logan Mailloux scored his first goal as a hockey player professional and, of course, in an American Hockey League. My next news of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens prospect, not for the Laval Rocket, but other players that they have. And first of all, let's talking about Owen Becker. His first 5 games with the Peterborough Peace did not register any point. But Saturday, he did a hat trick. Obviously, Peterborough lost. This is a very important year for the 20 years old Owen Becker in OHL. We have Philippe Mazar returned to play with the Kitchener Rangers in OHL, won the Montreal Canadiens loan Mazar 26th overall pick in 2022 to the Rangers. My other player we want to talk about for the Montreal Canadiens prospect is Florent Jacquet, already registered 6 points in his first 7 games in OHL. Luke Tuck scored 1 goal, 2 assists when Boston University beat the Notre Dame by a score of 8-2. And finally, Kapanen, after 0 points in his first 6 games, registered 3 points during the weekend, 1 goal, 2 assists, and 2 games. This is what we get, guys, for all the prospects for the Montreal Canadiens at this moment. My next news about the Habs prospect injury. Lane Hudson got hurt last Friday when he collided with a player in the corner. We already know Jared Davidson and David Rebacker already out last week. And prior to that, Emil Henneman is out with concussion. And this is all the 4 players for the Montreal Canadiens are on the injury with their team. The curse is not only for the Montreal Canadiens in NHL, but they affect also is Montreal Canadiens prospect. Finally, my last news of the day is about the preview game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres played tonight at 7 o'clock. We invite you to join us for the live stream play-by-play commentary with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We do not have no update for the roster from Martin Saint-Louis because the time I'm recording this video is too early. But what we heard, possible Samuel Montembeault is going to be between the pipe for the Montreal Canadiens. We know in the last 2 seasons, both teams played a total of 7 games, and Montreal Canadiens win 3 of the 7 games and lost 4 games against the Buffalo Sabres. We know Buffalo Sabres have a record of 2-3 after 5 games, and Montreal Canadiens are 2-1-1 after 4 games. And that's conclude all the news we have today. I would like to hear from you. Leave me a comments about the Montreal Canadiens prospect, example, Joshua Roy. Let's move on for my second subject of the day. And my second subject of the day is about the buyout Brendan Gallagher. What I did during the weekend is I looked about how Montreal Canadiens could sacrifice Gallagher at some point. Since the beginning of the season, he has only 1 goal, and his TOI is an average below at 12 minutes. Last game he played under 10 minutes, 9:37. This is the lowest TOI in the last couple of years for Brendan Gallagher. And I feel like since the beginning of the preseason game and the game in any regular season, Gallagher struggled. And I feel like possible at some point Gallagher should be buy out. And I look about his contract. He's still carrying on a 4-year contract at $6.5 million. So for me, what I can see, Montreal Canadiens are not going to be great this year. I see a bottom 5. Next year, maybe a bottom 10. It's only in 2025 they're going to fight for a spot in the playoff. And we have other players are going to be ready to join the Montreal Canadiens. And I feel it would be the best time for the Montreal Canadiens to buy out Brendan Gallagher during the summer 2025. Finally, remember, the NHL are going to increasing the salary cap in the next couple of years. So that will give a little bit more freedom. Have a player like Brendan Gallagher on the salary cap when they buy him out. What it looked like if they buy out him in 2025 summertime, but Montreal Canadiens have to pay him for the following 4 years. The first year is going to be at 1.75, but the second year is going to be at 4.250, following by 2 more years at 1.75 per season. Is it the best option for the Montreal Canadiens? I'm not guaranteed, but Brendan Gallagher cannot play the next 4 years with the Montreal Canadiens. We understand he's a warrior. We understand what he accomplished for the Montreal Canadiens, but they have to make a move at some point. And I feel like the summer 2025, they have 2 options: buy out Brendan Gallagher or trade him somewhere in NHL. We'll see what Green News is going to do. Until then, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think about my prediction or my proposal for Brendan Gallagher buyout during the summer 2025? And that's conclude all the subject we have on this episode. Thanks for watching another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach, Frenchy. But before we leave, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and leave us a comments about this episode. And of course, we want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.